Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. Bride by Ali Hazelwood is a captivating fusion of romance, fantasy, and intrigue, set within a world that skillfully melds supernatural lore with passionate storytelling. Known for her ability to create emotionally resonant tales, Hazelwood pushes the boundaries by introducing readers to a universe where vampires and werewolves coexist under a tenuous truce, charged with age-old tension and contemporary complexities. At the heart of this novel is Misery Lark, the only daughter of a powerful vampire leader, thrust into a marriage of alliance with a werewolf alpha. Hazelwood masterfully builds a vivid setting filled with political maneuvering, forbidden attraction, and the constant threat of danger, creating a backdrop that is both otherworldly and relatable. The narrative delicately balances the fantastical elements with complex, deeply human emotions, inviting readers to question their own ideas about duty, loyalty, and love. Bride is more than just another paranormal romance. It is a story about the intersection of personal sacrifice and political necessity, with each character navigating their own sense of identity in a fractured world. As Hazelwood's storytelling unfolds, readers are drawn into a hypnotic journey that explores what it means to love when everything, including survival, may be at stake. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, political alliances and ancient feuds. One of the most critical elements in Bride is its intricate depiction of political alliances within supernatural societies. The vampires and werewolves are not mere monsters, but sophisticated factions governed by their own laws, traditions, and hierarchies. The forced marriage between Misery Lark and Lo Morland is not only a personal imposition, but also a political strategy, orchestrated to maintain a fragile peace between these rival groups. Ali Hazelwood's world-building shines as she explores the uneasy history and mutual distrust underpinning every interaction. The author delves into the motivations for such a union, granting readers insight into how centuries-old blood feuds continue to shape present-day agreements. This theme is further complicated by the power dynamics within each group, how leaders must weigh loyalty to their own people against the potential benefits of lasting peace. Hazelwood's exploration of these themes raises important questions about the true costs of unity, both collective and individual, as characters are forced to sacrifice personal happiness for the greater good. Readers are left pondering the parallels to real-world scrambles for power, as well as the personal sacrifices demanded by high-stakes diplomacy. Secondly, complex character dynamics and growth. Character development is a hallmark of Bride, with Misery and Lo providing dual perspectives that anchor the story. Misery is a deeply nuanced protagonist, haunted by her past, bound by duty, and struggling to assert control over her own destiny. Her journey is one of self-discovery, as she navigates the treacherous waters of supernatural politics and wrestles with expectations from family and society. Lo, the powerful werewolf alpha, is initially portrayed as dominant and enigmatic, but Hazelwood slowly unravels his motivations, insecurities, and hidden vulnerabilities. The chemistry between the leads simmers throughout, with their relationship evolving from mutual suspicion to reluctant camaraderie and ultimately to a passionate, hard-won connection. Supporting characters are given rich backstories and motivations, providing depth to the narrative and emphasizing how political decisions ripple through entire communities. Readers are pulled into the emotional worlds of these characters, witnessing their growth as they confront personal fears and challenge the narratives that have been imposed upon them. Thirdly, themes of identity, freedom, and sacrifice. Bride is as much a meditation on identity and autonomy as it is a romance. Misery's internal struggle is rooted not only in her supernatural heritage, but in the push and pull between personal desires and obligation to her family and people. The marriage at the center of the story is symbolic of the compromises often required by those living under the weight of generational expectations. Hazelwood interrogates the meaning of freedom within the bounds of tradition, questioning whether true agency is possible when one's choices are dictated by the needs of the community. Both Misery and Lo contend with their prescribed roles and the sacrifices expected of them, offering a poignant exploration of what individuals are willing to give up for loyalty, love, and peace. Through this lens, the novel resonates deeply with anyone who has struggled to reconcile personal ambition with the demands of external realities. Fourthly, Supernatural world building and lore, Hazelwood's Bride excels in immersive world building. The story's supernatural setting is thoughtfully constructed, with rich lore surrounding both vampire and werewolf societies. Tradition, ancient grievances, and rituals are threaded throughout the narrative, creating a believable and engrossing alternate reality. The author pays close attention to the rules that govern these groups, from their methods of governance to their codes of honor and taboo. Elements like territorial disputes, the significance of political marriages, and the subtle hierarchy within each faction deepen the complexity of the story. These aspects make the world both magical and logical, providing readers with a strong foundation on which to suspend disbelief. The supernatural abilities and limitations of each species also become integral to the unfolding drama, heightening the stakes and serving as metaphors for broader human experiences. Lastly, romance, tension, and emotional complexity. The romantic tension in Bride is central to the narrative's appeal. Hazelwood crafts a slow-burn romance, grounded in the mutual respect and understanding that gradually emerges between Misery and Lo. Their dynamic is fraught with challenges, ranging from personal mistrust to the expectations placed on them by their respective communities. The intimacy between them is hard-won, emerging through shared vulnerability, honesty, and defiance of the prejudices that have kept their people apart for generations. This element of the story does not shy away from the complications of building trust or the difficulty of confronting one's deepest fears. Emotional complexity is further explored through moments of doubt, jealousy, and yearning, making the eventual union feel both earned and authentic. This approach sets Bride apart from more formulaic entries in the genre, elevating its core romance into a profound exploration of love that grows through adversity. In conclusion, Bride by Ali Hazelwood is a standout addition to the realm of paranormal romance, appealing not only to fans of the genre, but to anyone intrigued by stories that blend rich world-building with deep emotional stakes. Readers who appreciate layered characters, political intrigue, and well-developed supernatural settings will find themselves engrossed by Misery and Lo's journey. The novel's strengths lie in its willingness to tackle difficult questions about identity, duty, and the potential costs of peace. Bride is especially beneficial for those who enjoy examining the interplay between personal desires and societal obligations, and who crave stories that are as thoughtful as they are romantic. What sets this book apart from others in the genre is Hazelwood's sophisticated characterization, attention to detail and lore, and commitment to emotional authenticity. Rather than relying solely on familiar tropes, Bride innovates with its nuanced power dynamics, its exploration of freedom versus obligation, and its deeply humane portrayal of supernatural beings. It provides not just escapism, but an opportunity for introspection. For readers seeking a fresh, evocative take on vampire and werewolf fiction, with a romance that feels both passionate and realistic, Bride is the clear choice over more conventional alternatives. Its ability to weave together themes of legacy, love, sacrifice, and identity ensures readers will be left contemplating its characters and message long after turning the final page. If you would like to support Ali Hazelwood, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.